the US military to the carpet. And what happens after that, they warn, is anybody's guess. Get ready for inflation higher than your worst nightmare, as warnings from the CEO to Twitter and Square began to pick up and become mirrored by leading economists who are all saying that not just inflation, not deflation, not stagflation, but hyperinflation will happen soon. It will happen to the United States of America, and it will happen to the world. Hyperinflation is going to change everything, the CEO to Twitter and Square said. This is his warning last night. In a stark warning, the co-founder claims that things in the USA are about to get a lot worse.
All right, so yeah, as you heard, the Twitter CEO is warning of hyperinflation soon to happen in the U.S. and the world, which this has, first and foremost been pushed through the prophets, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, of course. We've been telling you that these days were coming, that, prices were gonna, skyrocket. All out chaos and lawlessness was coming to this earth, and especially here amongst you Americans. All right, mass suffering is on the way. Okay, and I wanted to highlight something in this video because hyperinflation had hit the Venezuelans. And by the way, the Venezuelans these are Israelites. All right, we believe them to be of the tribe of Asher, of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, these are our people. These are the Lord's chosen people as well. Stop. Hyperinflation has caused famine and deaths from lack of medicine, intensifying the effects of the shortages. So this video is 2 years ago. So what are they talking about right now in the news? They talking about shortages. They pushing that hard right now, right? So what do you think is about to happen? And then what is the Twitter CEO saying, talking about hyperinflation? Okay, so hyperinflation, shortages, what's about to happen? Famine and death from lack of medicine. All right, people ain't gonna have access to food. People ain't gonna have access to medicine, to their drugs. All right, a great death is being prepared right now in front of us, man. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Access to digital money can introduce Venezuelans to the world of cryptocurrency. So in the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this economic collapse, shortages, hyperinflation, what's the solution? Here comes digital money. Okay. This is from Al Jazeera, June 22nd, 2021. With Venezuela's economy in crisis, cryptocurrency fills the gaps. All right, this is where we at now. All right, the economy is in crisis. All right, cryptocurrency, digital currency, somehow, some way, they finna make this shit be the solution. Watch. And over here in El Salvador, they got the Bitcoin. They've adopted the Bitcoin. All right, it says, this is from Econo Times, El Salvador working towards greener Bitcoin mining by using volcanoes. And when you read here, it says now there are concerns over the mining of cryptocurrencies as they are said to have a negative impact on the environment. Currently, coal and other fossil fuels are being used as a significant source of electricity worldwide for cryptocurrency mining operations and others that need power. And I'm bringing this out because I know for sure Bitcoin, but other crypto currencies, they require a lot of electricity to mine them, so they're not green. You know what I'm saying? And we know that the NWO, they're pushing this whole thing about being green. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna, all of this is tying into them, justifying, hey, okay, digital currencies, these are the solution. These are good, but they're not green. All right, let's come with another one, which is gonna be the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. All right, that's gonna be the solution from all this chaos. Now, before that comes, a good deal of unrest and hell and chaos is about to happen. And since I basically mentioned this, I want to go ahead and bring this out. 2 Ezra 16, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? All right, this is the prophet Ezra, being given the visions of the last days, the future, which is where we're in now, and him understanding that he would, be here, all right, because reincarnation was not as much of a mystery back then as it is now. He said, who would deliver me in those days? How am I going to get through those things? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning, and that's what we read, that hyperinflation, it led to famine and great death. People didn't have access to medicine, or they couldn't afford it, or they just didn't have access to it. They couldn't get it. It says the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. We hear. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. See, many people are about to get ready to die, all right, from starvation. And they don't even know it. They don't even know about the whole supply chain thing and the boats. The cargo ships is out there near the coast, just sitting there with all this stuff in it. They don't even realize how prices are increasing, and real soon, you're not going to be able to afford the lifestyle of being the luxury of being an American. It's not going to be affordable for many people anymore, man. They about to perish. It says, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay, so those that get through this thing, and they're able to eat, they're able to stock up. They're reading the news, they're taking heed, right? You still gonna get it. You still gonna get it. And then Esau gonna come through with the solution. Revelation 13, you already know. In 16 it says, and he causeth all, because in the midst of all this chaos, all right, when the US dollar ain't worth a goddamn thing, which it already ain't, but you can still buy shit with it. But soon, there's gonna be people rioting and looting and going in people's houses, breaking in, stealing, taking shit. Then eventually Esau is gonna say, hey, we got a solution. Cryptocurrency, digital currency. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You're going to have to get this thing implanted into your body. All right. It's going to be radio frequency identification. It's going to be, it's gonna link you into the system. All right. It's going to join you, all right, with this system. Okay. It's going to have your medical information, your so-called identification on it, your banking information, your funds. Okay, you're gonna be able to enter doors, go through everything, because even like the key fob, when you go into like different buildings and sub communities, a lot of times, like in my community, you need the key fob to get in, which is RFID. So eventually that RFID technology is going to be inside of you, and instead of wiping your hand across the reader, you're just going to, I'm still like you're wiping your key fob across the reader, you're just going to wipe your hand across it. You see? It says, in that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, because once all the money goes digital, all right, once there's no such thing as cash, there's a new system where everything is digital and it's on blockchain. You won't be able to buy or sell. All right, blockchain is the technology that this digital currency is being built upon. It says, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so you're going to have to be all in with this beast system. All right, this beast system is the Roman Empire. All right, revitalized, revamped, resurrected. All right, EU, NATO, America. All right, this is the beast. We're here. We're in it. All right, this is their system, and we're starting to see, all right, them come as a dragon, with the two horns like a lamb, but speaking as a dragon. All right, they're playing dirty. Okay, they're not gonna be fair, but we're prisoners of war, and this is what the Lord has, all right, for His purpose. All right, so all we have to do is endure and wait because we here. The prophecy is here. It's not much more that we're looking for to happen. We're looking for them to go ahead and roll this out. They need to collapse the economy first so that the people can be on their knees begging for a solution, and then they're going to roll that out as a solution. Then World War III is going to pop off. Then our Lord will be here. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying. To the elect, shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua.